Hello, Leah from Go Pilates Essex. I've got some stretches for you if you're suffering with lower back pain, a way to release your back and hopefully make it feel a lot better and a lot looser. So your first exercise, you're going to come onto your hands and knees for what we call cat stretch. So you're going to make sure that your knees are hip width apart. So you can bring your fists together, place them in between your knees and you know that they're in the right position. And then hands directly under the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide, elbows nice and soft. So you're going to take a breath in through your nose. As you breathe out, drop the head so that you're looking between your knees, tuck your tailbone under and gently arch your back up to the ceiling. Just pulling your tummy muscles upwards and inwards towards your spine. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, just going to let the tummy sink and then lengthen your head away from your tailbone to come back into what we call a neutral position. So breathe in to prepare. Breathe out as you round and arch the back up, stretching through the mid to upper back. Inhale and exhale to release. And again, breathing in deep and wide. Breathe out through the mouth, stretching, rounding, arching up just like a cat. Inhale, exhale, releasing, just opening the hips and opening the shoulders. Last time. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. Breathe in at the top. And breathe out as you release it. Be careful not to let the tummy drop and arch the lower back. You want to keep a connection through your abdominals there. From there, you're going to gently sit back onto your heels. And you're going to take your arms out nice and long. Just let your head rest down in between your arms. Palms flat on your mat. And just reach and stretch your arms away. And let your bottom sink back on your heels. If that feels too uncomfortable for your knees, then you can always pop a cushion in between your knees and your bottom so that you can sit back and stretch. From there, you're going to roll up through the spine and turn yourself around. You're going to come onto your back. So you're going to roll yourself down by holding onto the backs of your legs so that you're curving the spine back down. Take your arms out to the sides, about as high as your shoulders. Your knees are bent, feet flat. So you're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, just let your knees drop to the right and turn your head to the left. Deep breath in there, and then as you breathe out, bring the knees back to the top and your head back to centre. Exhale, do that on the other side. So let the knees drop one way, head turns the other. It's important you keep your shoulders in contact with the mat there. So as you bring your knees back to centre, try and keep contact of your lower back on the floor. So kind of gently relax it into the floor as you bring your knees back to the top. Okay, let's do one more each side there. So you're drawing your belly button in towards your spine. Just try and keep your back in what we call imprint. So keep your back in contact with the floor when you come back to the top, so you've got no arch in your lower back. So from there, we're going to do some hip rolls. So this will really strengthen into the lower back as well as stretch it out on the way back down. Arms down by your side, shoulders relaxed. Make sure that your feet are fairly close in towards your seat and not too far away. Breathe in through your nose. As you breathe out, you're going to let your back gently sink into the floor by tipping your hips towards you. Squeeze into the muscles in your bottom, into your glutes, and pick the hips up towards the ceiling. When you get to the top, you want to try and be in a diagonal line from your knee to your shoulder. Inhale at the top, and then breathe out. You're going to slowly roll your spine back down, trying to feel each vertebra lower down onto the mat one by one. Inhale at the bottom, exhale through the mouth as you pick the hips up. You're pushing through your feet to lift the hips towards the ceiling. Breathe in at the top. And breathe out as you slowly, it's like you're trying to really curve and roll the spine back down, especially when you get to that lumbar area in the lower spine. So exhale through the mouth, really important to breathe out through the mouth. Fire up all those deep abdominals. Inhale. Exhale as you roll from the upper back, mid back, and then the lumbar spine. Tailbone lowers last. Inhale. And then exhale as you push through the feet. Your knees are reaching away from you. Shoulders relaxed at the top. Inhale. And exhale as you roll back down. Try time. Control it. Okay, from there, you're going to stretch one leg out away from you. The other leg, the knee, you're going to bring it in. You're going to hold around the shin or underneath the thigh. Don't hold onto the knee. So you're going to hug your knee in as close to your body as you can. If that feels too stressful on your lower back, then you can bend this leg and place a foot flat on the floor. But to get a more efficient stretch, it's better if that one is lengthened away. So hug it in while you stretch that other leg away. You're just going to hold it there for about 20 to 30 seconds. Then from there, you're going to keep your right hand on your left shin. Your right arm's going to go out to the side. You're going to use this hand just to gently ease the leg across your body. Try keep looking up to the ceiling and try to keep that left shoulder on the floor. That should feel like quite a nice stretch down the lower left side of your back and at the top of your leg. Okay, bring it back to centre. We'll switch the legs over. So we'll bring the right leg in. Just hold around the shin, pull it in towards you. Now really stretch your opposite leg away. Shoulders stay down, try not to hunch them up by your ear. So this time you're going to use your left hand on your right shin. Right arm goes out to the side and just gently let that leg go across the body. Now just take it as far as feels comfortable for you. As long as you can keep that right shoulder on the floor and that right hand, that right arm down for support, that should feel like quite a nice stretch there. Okay, bring it back to the top. This time you're going to do a double knee hug. So you're going to hold both of the knees together, inner thighs together, feet together. Hug the knees in again, not holding around the knees, hold around the shins. And then if you can, just nod your head and then bring the nose up towards your knees, pulling in through your tummy muscles and just squeeze your knees towards your nose with that little rock from side to side, and that should feel like quite a nice massage on your spine there. Hugging those knees in as tightly as you can and then release them. Now you're going to come onto your side and you want your knees out in front of you, so you want a right angle from your hip out to your knees. You're going to bring your hands behind your head, and then if you need a cushion underneath your head there to make it more comfortable for you, you can. But just bring your elbows so that they're parallel, same as your knees. You're going to breathe in and just open up that top elbow, allowing your head to turn to look up to the ceiling. As you breathe out, let that elbow go a little bit further out to the back, just opening through the shoulder, and try and rotate your head and chest towards the ceiling. Inhale there, and then as you breathe out, just bring that elbow all the way back over. So inhale, open that top arm, elbow. Breathe out as you open that top arm out to the side, out behind you. Inhale, and exhale as you bring it back in. So try and keep your knees together and your hips stacked. Only go as far as feels comfortable. Good, one more. So try and let your head rest in your hands. Try not to keep the head up in the air. Okay, we're just going to turn around and do that one on the other side. So knees out in front of you, hands behind your head, elbows parallel. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in, open that top arm to the ceiling. Then breathe out and open it as far back as feels comfortable. Exhale as you bring it back over. Now you'll feel that one side of your body feels a lot easier than the other. So as you open that arm back, don't let the knees open. Should be a nice spinal twist to release your back. And another one. And release it all the way back over. Good. From there, you're going to come round onto your bottom. And you can sit up on a cushion here. if it feels a bit uncomfortable sitting on the floor with your legs out straight. You want your legs about as wide as your shoulders, maybe a little wider, with your feet flexed, the toes up towards the ceiling. You're going to try and sit up nice and tall. Now as you breathe out, you're just going to contract the tummy muscles to round the back. So curving the back into what we call a C curve, sliding the fingertips down towards your feet. Breathe in there and then breathe out. As you roll back up, it's like you're stacking, again, each vertebra one on top of the other to elongate the spine. So exhale as you round forward. Now try not to hinge forward, try and arch the back, curve the back and tuck the chin into your chest. Breathe in and then breathe out. Roll back up like as if you're sitting up against a wall. Inhale, exhale, nod the head, slide the fingertips down towards the toes, keep those feet flexed. Inhale there. Breathe out, rolling back up. As you roll back up, draw the shoulders down and lengthen the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Can we do one more? Breathe in. And exhale as you roll back up, rolling the shoulders back and down at the top. So from there, we're just going to turn around onto our front, onto our tummies, and I want you to have your arms slightly wider than your shoulders, and your arms are like in a W shape there. Tummy muscles pulled in, glutes squeezing, so you can feel a slight connection of your pubic bone into the mat. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, keeping your palms of the hands and your elbows on the floor, start to lift your head, start to lift your chest. Then use the hands to push away from the floor. Now squeeze into the muscles in your bottom, pull the tummy muscles in, try and drop the shoulders down. Inhale and exhale as you lower. Now you might find that you can only come up just to your elbows, keeping your elbows on the floor, and that's fine. Still squeeze the glutes, still try and lift the tummy away from the floor. Keep the head and neck nice and long. Last one. Good. From there, you're going to push back up onto your knees, and again, sit back on your heels there. Stretch the arms away, rest your head down on the floor. And then from there, slide the hands in. Roll up through the spine, roll the shoulders back and down when you get to the top. So just a few moves there for you to hopefully release that lower back. Go easy with them if it's the first time that you've done this type of exercise, these Pilates moves. Go nice and slowly through them, only go as far as you feel you can go. Don't push yourself if your body's telling you otherwise. So if you can do these twice a week, 3 times a week, then you'll find that your back starts to loosen up the more you do them. So enjoy. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.